It's no secret businesses all over are experiencing shrinking profits and higher costs. But a depressed economy is not the only reason companies are in trouble. Believe it or not, there's an even bigger problem at the core.
It's devastating when your life and all that you know abruptly ends.
My sudden halt came after the love of my life was on the other end of a solid fist that met my face.
This was not the first time this had happened,
But there was something about seeing the bruises
on my face and neck this time,
that made me finally realize that I had to leave.
but I didn't know how to go.
It's pervasive in our society. It does not know socio or economic boundaries. Anybody can be a victim of domestic violence. 1 in 3 women report being a victim of domestic violence at some time in their lifetime.
I had no money, no food in our apartment for the kids,
And we were living the life most experienced when you live from paycheck to paycheck.
here today, gone tomorrow.
The letter, came from an employee at Verizon Wireless. This woman could have been fired, and in fact, a lot of employers use that option, and unfortunately, thinking that domestic violence is going to go away.
I believe I had nowhere to turn, no one to talk to.
Who could know my dirty secret?
Who could know my dirty secret? Who could know my dirty secret?
There's no business that isn't impacted by this. And, by implementing a policy that helps them sort of take that shadow away from it, helps employees know that they can come forward, that they don't need to be afraid or ashamed, and that we will give them the resources, put them in touch with the resources that they need.
I called my HR manager at Verizon Wireless, who listened to my story. I asked for the time off I needed, and she was gracious enough to work with my immediate supervisor.
Without expectation, I received help with my rent, utilities, and gas for my car, which helped me to get to the doctor and go to the grocery store.
Verizon Wireless recognized that the woman who was experiencing domestic violence and wrote a letter expressing her gratitude to them. They obviously recognized that she was an employee that had been productive in the past, that really wanted to make a change and needed, some outside help to do that. And what better way than an employer to provide that investment in her in order to make her safe and continue to be employed at Verizon Wireless.
She was brave enough to come forward and get the resources that she needed and has prospered.
I will be forever grateful
For the few who listened silently, but acted with great care and in loud volume.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
A startling statistic for you. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, $5.8 billion is spent on health care costs. $728 million is lost in productivity. In response to this disturbing trend, the Partnership Against Domestic Violence is offering business an opportunity to build up their arsenal to combat domestic violence. When Domestic Violence Goes to Work conference is Thursday, April 30th at the Loudermilk Center in downtown Atlanta. The conference, which is open to those who supervise employees, HR directors, those in charge of security, even CEOs, begins at 7:30 a.m. and goes to 3 p.m. For more information, you can call 404-870-9603 or visit the website at PADV.org.